Yeah, it's an accident. Two big trucks. Okay, now the professional don't go enough faster. Hello, Radio 17, are you out there? No response, or I can't hear you. Carefree, I'm out.
Okay, here we go. Good afternoon, just about evening. Welcome to Infinity Highway. Greetings from I-80 westbound here in Illinois. Specifically Princeton. Mile marker 56. We are running our back haul home. Well, part way home. It is Tuesday, June 7th, which is just kind of amazing. 2022. Time is just about 5 to 7 in the p.m. 77 degrees out here in Princeton. And we are hauling about a 20,000 pound load of movie theater recliner chairs. Like the nice, like, lazy boy chairs that they put in some of the nice movie theaters and recline back and stuff. That's what we're hauling. Made by Irwin Seating, and it's a load that we picked up back in Grand Rapids, Michigan, just earlier today. About we got out of there from the shipper at about 1:30, and we're hauling this on down to Riverton, Utah, which is essentially Salt Lake City. For about a 1,600 mile haul, of which we have 1,311 miles still to go. So yeah, something of a backhaul. We're getting ourselves closer to home anyhow. Max and I have been out for 4 weeks and 2 days as of today. And we are ready for a break, I suppose. Talked to the boss the day before yesterday and let him know that I think we're going to do an extended break on this run. Jesus Christ, that's a nice truck going W900. Really nice looking truck that was. Man, that was sharp looking. But yeah, I told him, I says, I think I'm about ready to take kind of an extended break, do like a 2-week break. Because typically I just do, depending on how long I'm out on the road, then just kind of that usually determines how long a break I'll take. If I'm out for like 2 weeks, I'll do 4 days at home. If I'm out for 3, I'll do like 5 or 6 days. If I'm out for 4 weeks, I'll usually just do, 6 or 7 days at the most. And I've been doing that straight for the last 2 years. 7 days at most at home. And yeah, I think we're ready for a more vacation kind of break. Whether or not we actually go on any kind of vacation anywhere is yet to be determined, but having 2 weeks off will give us a little bit more opportunity to enjoy ourselves, I guess, and find something to go do maybe. So that's the deal. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, I guess. I typically go kind of stir crazy sitting around at home. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that was a nice looking frickin' W900 just a minute ago. Man, I don't know. I've been, the last 2 years I've been doing this, coming up on 2 years. My primary motivation has been saving up enough money in an account so I could buy myself a truck, a nice truck, like something really nice. Or at least fairly nice, That's been my primary motivation. But honestly, I'm getting to a point where I'm kind of scared to even do it. I don't know. Like, I would really like to have my own truck, Peterbilt. Kenworth, I definitely, I like Kenworths. They're growing more and more on me. I've always preferred the look of Peterbilts, but anyways, point being is I'm becoming a little bit trepidatious about doing something like that, just because you see shit happen out here, and you just go, man, you see shit happen to nice trucks where other people screw up, and I don't know. It just, I don't know if I could live through it if something happened like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's still a possibility. But some of the places I end up, I'm like, man, I would not want to bring a nice, $250,000 truck. Like, I just wouldn't want to. Some of the truck stops out there, I'd just be like, man, no way. I'm not pulling my truck up in here. Some of the shippers and receivers, nope. I'm not taking my truck there. There's too many buffoons out there in shitty trucks who just don't give a damn. It's not even that they don't give a damn, just are lacking a proper skill set, to make me feel comfortable about having my truck anywhere near them. So, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Yep. So, anyways, I'm gonna let you go. We're just gonna be I-80 for the next day and a half, basically. We only got about 4 more hours left for our shift for the day today. So we're gonna have a full day tomorrow, and we'll be delivering sometime on Thursday, the 9th. So that's the scoop with that. We'll see you all sometime mañana. See you in a minute. And we're back. Jack. Welcome to York, Nebraska. Petro stopping centers. Over here off the I-80. Make it.
Turn left on US 81.
I don't know. Ah, you son of a bitch. We got robbed. We got robbed on that green light. It was like waiting for us, waiting for us, waiting for us. No. So, geez, what do we got? We got Wednesday, June 8th now. Still 2022, 6:53 in the PM. And it's pretty warm out here. Mid-70s, I guess.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on I-80 West. Turn left on I-80 West.
We've just been sidetracked a little bit due to a leaky tire. Oh boy, I better go. You know what? We gotta pull off on the shoulder here real quick. Hopefully I don't pick up a nail. But yeah, we had a tire repair. Done, I think on our last run. On our number 2 axle, driver's side outer. And the repair that they did on it failed.
Continue on I-80.
You know, basically I was just, you know, it was a slow leak, but it was leaking over the last few days. And so we brought it in, and we actually ended up waiting for like 3 hours just to get into a bay. Which was kind of excessive. It might have been a little bit more than 3 hours waiting. And so he popped the tire off, and he found the leak on the outside of the tire, popped the tire off, and looked at the inside of the tread. And sure enough, he said, he goes, oh, I asked him, I said, was it a nail or what'd you find? Is it just a puncture? He goes, well, he says it was a spot that had been repaired before and they put too small of a patch on. I says, oh, okay. Well, I says, we just, I think, had that tire, that was out of TA that we had that patch. And so they warrantied it out. So, yeah, we just spent the better part of 4 hours, maybe even close to 5, getting that reworked. So no big deal. We got 850 miles to go out to our receiver out there in Riverton, Utah, and it looks like we aren't actually scheduled to deliver it until Friday morning at 7 a.m. So we still have 4 hours of available drive for today. Oh shit, I forgot I was in the 75 zone. Sitting there hovering at 70. So yeah, we got like 4 hours left for today, and then we'll have all day tomorrow to make it out there, and that should get us out there tomorrow evening without too much problem, as long as we don't have any major interstate closures or anything like that like we had yesterday. That was a pretty nasty wreck that we went through yesterday. Back there, and that was back in Illinois. At mile marker 94, before we got into Iowa. One truck, it was a 2-truck crash in the median, and one truck went up in flames, and there was basically nothing recognizable of it anymore after that. And the other truck didn't, like, it was pretty well totaled, but nowhere near as bad as the other truck was. So that was pretty nasty. So as long as we don't have anything like that, we should be good to go to arrive tomorrow evening. I figured. So anyways, that's the story of that. Other than that, we've been having a pretty nice day. Other than the tire issue, we've been having a pretty good day today. So westbound and down. We will talk to y'all later. See you in a bit. My goodness, what a messy windshield I have here. Max, listen. Max, get down. I'm not talking to you. No, get down. Get down. Oh, just damn near jumps in my lap. Yeah, what a messy windshield. Jeez. I think spring is finally here. Yep, lots of bugs out. So, good morning. Thursday, June 9th now. 10:19 in the a.m. 80 degrees outside as we approach the state line here from Nebraska into Wyoming. Elevation about 5,000 feet. And we're down to about 500 miles to go. Up to the receiver, which is, I don't know if I mentioned this already, it's a Cinemax movie theater. I guess they're refurbishing. Either refurbishing or building brand new. I'm not sure. I think it's being refurbished. I must have mentioned that already. Yeah, so we're hauling a bunch of chairs out there. That's right. I did mention it already. My bad. Nothing wrong with a little redundancy. Highly underrated, I think redundancy is. So we are officially back in mountain time also. It was interesting. We pulled off last night at, what time was it? About 11 p.m. Still on Central Time. So I set my clocks, my alarms, to get us up so we could take off around 9 a.m. And so I set up for about 7:30. And while we were sleeping, somehow or another we switched over into mountain time and gained an hour back, so I actually got like an extra hours of sleep. Kind of like that benefit of daylight savings when you get that extra hour of sleep. It's very much like the same thing. Yep, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Wyoming. Welcome to Pine Bluffs, Wyoming.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Shiny there.
Yep, just hauling ass and taking names. We'll see you in a bit. welcome back. We have made it to the Salt Lake City greater area, the greater Salt Lake City area, specifically Holiday. It's Holladay. Running southbound on the I-215. We got 22 miles to go out to the receiver. It is 6:52 in the p.m. 90 degrees outside, pretty warm. Elevation about 4,600 feet. And we're basically going to be looking for any kind of available opportunity to pull off at a truck stop or otherwise camp out for the night. Which I probably better start looking into that right now, shouldn't I? If we got short miles. Max, would you freaking quit rolling down the damn window, dog? God damn. He's getting anxious. He's ready to stop for the day. Hopefully we see a like a Mavericks or something. Hopefully. I don't know why I always say Mavericks. It's actually just Maverick. Question is if they accommodate trucks or not. We'll go ahead and give it a shot. Punching in the old GPS here.
Take exit 12 on the right to I-15 south.
See if we get lucky.
Exit 12 on the right to I-15 south, then keep left.
So yeah, the plan is, like I said, we're gonna find a place to camp out. and show up to the receiver tomorrow.
Take exit 12 on the right to I-15 South, then keep left.
Show up to the receiver tomorrow at 6:30. I believe they show up or start receiving at 7. Get this here truck unloaded. And the boss will
second
be
lane from the left.
looking into a load out of Salt Lake City that brings me home.
In 1 mile, keep right to I-15 South.
So with that, I'm gonna let you go. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, we have arrived. We gotta back our truck down there. So after running around looking for people who know where I'm supposed to go, we finally got her figured out. It is about just after 7 a.m. now, Friday morning. Always an adventure, I guess. Was talking to the guys who are here working, some of the laborers and stuff. I was like, so how have the other trucks been getting in there? And they're like, well, so they've been having a hell of a time with it. I said, okay. They're backing in? I says, no, they're just pulling straight, and then they have a hell of a time trying to turn around. So yeah, that's what it looks like. There really is no place to turn around back there. So this is gonna make much more sense, I figured. Oh, there's a cone right there. Are you gonna move that cone, buddy? There it goes. Nope, I think I killed the cone. Nope, still standing. This next bend that I got to get around might be a little bit tricky. I think we got her. Yep, we're good. Okay, so we are we're as docked as we're gonna get. We're basically, you see this concrete step right there. That's what we're parked up against. We got the back of the trailer parked up against it, kind of diagonally, and they have plywood, sheets of plywood that they basically lay across from that step to the trailer floor, and they're gonna basically start unloading boxes by hand. So we'll probably be sitting here for whatever, an hour or however long it takes. We'll probably get 3 or 4 guys to do it, so it shouldn't be too bad. So anyways, that's what's up for now. I'm gonna let you go, and here sometime shortly we should be getting the call or the dispatch for our load that takes us back into Cali. So we'll talk to you in a bit. Alrighty then. Excuse me. Welcome to Gosner. Let's see. Let's get the full name here. Bear with me. Gosner Foods. Okay, there we go. That was easy. Over here in Logan, Utah. About 50 miles north and east of Salt Lake City, maybe a little bit more than 50 miles. We've been up here to Logan before, recently, 2 or 3, probably 3 months ago. Nice area, I'll tell you what, it really is. It's a really, really nice area. I kind of like it over here in Logan. But yeah, so we got our next load dispatch that brought us up here to Gosner Foods, and we are currently in a dock. We're going to be picking up about a 40,000 pound load of shelf stable milk. Yep. More dairy products. And I'll tell you what, you could smell the dairy cows from miles away, I'm imagining. I mean, they might be right around the corner. Yeah, and them dairy cows, boy, they have been busy pooping. You can smell it. It's just kind of like you can taste it. Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, we're gonna basically hang out and wait for them to load 20 pallets, which shouldn't take too long, I'd imagine. And then we will be off to, well, this load is due for Tracy, California, but we'll be just basically running back to the yard in Pittsburgh, California, and dropping the truck and the trailer off in the yard and packing up and heading home, and somebody else, I'd imagine the boss, will be delivering this load. It says it doesn't deliver till the 15th, and today's the 10th, which is just kind of odd. So whatever, I that's neither here or there. Honestly, I don't care. So so that's the deal for now. We're gonna hang out, and we'll get back with you once we get underway somewhere along the way, something or another. So talk to you in a bit. Alrighty, Aphrodite, we are up and running.
Exit 5 on the right to Utah 30 west, then keep left.
We actually just left the receiver about an hour and a half ago or so. Did I say the receiver? I meant to say the shipper. So it is 5:37 now p.m.
Keep left toward Strip L.
92 degrees outside. And we're doing something a little bit different for our run westbound out of Utah. Whereas normally we'd run back down through Salt Lake City
Turn left at the stop sign.
and just catch the 80. Oh boy, I can't see.
Continue on West 25600 north.
But I saw this option here, which what we're doing is we essentially made our way out to the 84 and headed westbound up north, you know, up and around Great Salt Lake to the north side, and now we're catching Highway 30 westbound. Which is gonna take us kind of west, southwest around Great Salt Lake, and we're gonna stay on that all the way into Nevada. It's a route I haven't taken before, so we're gonna go for it. What the hell? We got plenty of time to get where we're going. And actually, according to Sheila D, this route is less miles and less minutes by about, I think about like 40 minutes worth, supposedly. So we'll see. Depends on if we got any big mountains up in the windshield, because we are kind of heavy. 73,000 gross or something like that. Let's see what the gross was. Yep, 73,100 pounds gross. Not super heavy, but heavy enough that this truck doesn't like it all too much. Yeah, the only other, the benefit to going down through Salt Lake City, if you can call it a benefit, would have just been the flats going through the south side of Great Salt Lake, the Bonneville Flats and all that. It's a pretty fast drive, no hills or anything until you get into Wendover. But the time of day that we were leaving the shipper there, we would have had to deal with a whole mess of traffic running southbound on the 15 into Salt Lake and out of Salt Lake. So this just felt like the better option. And like I said, I haven't done this route before, so something I kind of always like to do. Okay, we got cut off there. My phone wants to do a software update, so it just kind of takes over. But what was I saying? Yeah, being that this is a route that I haven't done before, you know, kind of like to see new stuff for a change. Otherwise, what's the saying? All work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. Yes. Otherwise, I become a dull boy if I start saying things too often the same. So anyways, we got 684 miles to go out to Pittsburgh, California. Go drop off the trailer at the yard. So we'll catch up with you here in a bit. We might actually run some hyperdrive through here. I don't know, depends on what the scenery's like. Looks like we do got some hills in the future. So depends on what it looks like. Whether I run some hyperdrive or not, but in any event, we'll see you. If not later today, we'll see you tomorrow. Wow. Well, we had a little bit of an issue. Making our way down to the
1/4 mile. Turn right on US 93 alternate.
Yeah, we sure did. So this is Highway 233. And right in front of you, this overpass here, we're about to take a right turn and hop on the I-80
Turn right
westbound.
on US 93 alternate.
And yeah, we had a little bit of an issue last night. So there's this component to the air brake system on these trucks, which is a pretty important component. It's called the air brake relay valve. And it's kind of a dual function, dual purpose. I mean, it basically has one function. It's a relay valve, and what it does is when you use the brakes, the service brakes, however much force you put on the brake pedal, it releases an amount of air into this valve that opens up the valve and allows the supply air to get in there and operate your drive axle brakes. And so it'll supply air to those brakes, and then when the air is no longer required to press the brakes to give you stopping power, that valve opens up like on the bottom end and exhausts that air that you just applied to the brakes, right? And it got stuck open last night as we were making our way down the 233 there. And fortunately, it happened where it happened. It happened very close to the I-80, because that stretch between the 84 and the 80 that we ran on that highway was pretty remote, I guess. I mean, all in all, it was only about a 100-mile or 130-mile stretch or something like that. But there was very little traffic on there, and I didn't bother to notice while we were driving it, but chances are we didn't have much cell phone signal out there and stuff. It was pretty remote. So fortunately, that valve decided to fail a 1/4 mile from, right where we just left from. So I pulled off last night, found that leak going on. Of course I knew something was leaking because I was losing a lot of pressure on my gauges on my dash, on my display cluster. So I pulled off, and that thing was just blowing out massive amounts of air. And we're 27 miles from a Petro in Wells that has a repair shop. And I was on the fence about driving the remainder of the way with that leak like that, but we're 73,000 pounds gross, and we got a couple of big hill climbs and a couple of pretty steep grades to go down to get there. And honestly, like, I could have done it. I'm sure we could have done it safe enough, made it safely. But on the other side of the coin, you never know what can happen. Even in a mile, something could go completely horribly wrong for you. And being that we were in a safe spot right there, if it was a breakdown on the way out there, we would have been sitting on the shoulder, and there was nobody to come out last night and take care of it. So we would have been basically camped camped out on the shoulder on the side of the interstate waiting, you know, if something had gone worse, you know. So whatever, we camped out back there at that little turnout that we just left. The service truck came out, squared us away, brought a new valve out, swapped it out. It took them about an hour and a half or something like that to do it. And we are back up and going. So what's actually pretty funny is that, I don't know, call it coincidence if you want. I don't necessarily believe in coincidences, but we're on our way home. And when we came out on this run, that right there is the very area of I-80 where we blew an EGR line when we first started this run 5 weeks ago. The very same stretch between Wells and Wendover on I-80. You know, of course, with that situation, it was just a loss of power, and so we went ahead and motored the rest of the way out to Salt Lake City. This one was a pretty, you know, it's a safety issue. I mean, it really is. Brakes are pretty important on these trucks, and what would happen is if the compressor wasn't able to keep up with the loss of air in that situation, and say I was running down the grade and needed to use my brakes, and I lost all my air pressure, it would lock up the brakes on me, and that could get ugly. It just could. So we went the safe route. It costs a little bit more for the boss to have to run a service truck out there to me than it would have if we had just motored the rest of the way. But like I said, man, I mean, it's just kind of one of those things. My gut was telling me, you know what, to hell with that. I'm not running this much weight through these grades with a big air leak like that. That's just not smart. It's just not intelligent. Yes, I could do it. I could manage to get the truck there, I'm sure, but it's just dumb to do. It's just not smart at all. Money is easy, you know, to come by. Money, there's plenty of that shit around, you know. So you wind up killing somebody out here, or you know, or whatever, go to prison because you wanted to save a couple $100. That's just dumb. So anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be stopping here at the Petro and Wells and fueling up and then continuing on our way. So we'll see you all in a bit. Okay, here we go. Welcome back. Welcome to California. It is 5:22 now in the PM. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but it is Saturday, June 11th. And we're about to go through the weigh station and ag inspection area. That is here just about 5 miles inside the state of California. All trucks stop at scales as usual, see if we get the green light or not. We usually don't. We got the green light. My goodness. Imagine that. It's a miracle. Oh, I can't do that. So, yeah, what else? 5,800 foot elevation. It's a nice, cool 79 degrees out here. Which is a damn sight better than it has been. Running through Nevada in the mid to high 90s with a poorly working AC once again. I don't know, the AC had been working actually quite well for this whole run after I switched out the cabin air filter. Whatever it was, I don't know if it was the beginning of this run or the beginning of the last run. I think it was the beginning of this run. And it had been working really well, and I was looking forward to the drive through Nevada because it's usually a hot, arid, dry drive, and it stopped working on us, so it's been kind of miserable. I mean, it's sort of working, but it really kind of isn't.
Howdy. Dairy product.
Get down, Max. That's too bad. I was actually on my way up here to the ag inspection area. I was thinking of saying something stupid funny to whoever was gonna be there. Turned out it looked like it was a guy who wouldn't have understood my humor. I was gonna tell them something like, because they always ask, you know, either they want to see your bill of lading, or some guys who are kind of strict about it, they actually want to see your bill. Some other you know, folks who were there, they'll just kind of ask you, you know, like, what are you hauling? And they don't care to see your BOL. I was gonna, depending on who it was, I was gonna tell them something like, yeah, I got 2 crash landed UFOs and 7 really confused aliens in the back, to see what they said. But that guy didn't look like he would understand the joke. Oh well, next time. So, anywho, yeah, welcome back to Cali, man. Thank God it's cool up here. Cooler. Max and I have been at it for just about 5.5 hours, so we're going to be stopping up here at the summit, across from Boreal Ridge Ski Resort, and taking a half-hour break, and then running the rest of the way down to the yard, to which we have 167 miles left to go, about 2.5 hours to drive, maybe 3, depending on how close to the speed limit we actually do. So, that being said, I'm going to put you down. We will see you in a little bit. There you go. There's Boreal Ridge up there. See, there's the sign. That's Boreal Ridge Ski Resort. It's a place I used to go all the time when I was a bit younger, in past life. So the rest area up here at the summit. Here, come check this out. This is pretty trippy. Check out this tree. All right, so this tree was growing on top of this block of granite, and it fell over and yanked up all that granite up out of this area right here with it. See, that block of granite goes right there. Kind of cool. At first I saw it and I was like, what kind of tree was growing on the side of the thing like that? And then I realized it fell over and it shook that big old chunk of granite out with it right here. Wild. Kind of cool looking. So anyways, we're gonna finish our break. We'll see y'all later. I found evidence of ancient alien technology. The Trinity. That's a deep hole. Yes, ancient technology. Into a solid chunk of granite. I can't believe what kind of tools were they using. Stone chisels and copper barbed wire. Max is taking me on a walk. I don't know where we're going. He's got the leash on me, I think. Fucking just unbelievably beautiful back up in here. Tell you what. Yep, pretty. I don't know if this trail goes all the way around. I kind of think it doesn't. We're parked over there. Across the little pond there. See if we can see ourselves. We're parked over there somewhere. Next to the Walmart truck, I think. Max, hey. Yeah, we're right next to the Walmart truck on the other side of them. All right, come on. Let's go back this way. Come on. Let's go. We only got half an hour, dog, and we want to go home. This way. This way. Come on. Good boy. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Yep, I could see myself just pitching a tent like right back up in here. You know what I'm saying? Got the lawn chair and pitch a tent. Little barbecue pit. Right there. No worries. All right, we better go. See ya. Well, here we are. We have essentially made it back, well, almost to the yard. We got about another 15 miles to go. So we're calling that. We're calling that made it. Yep, we have made it. And would you look at that beautiful California sunset over there? Yeah, it's really something. Oh yeah. So yeah, we're just running westbound on Highway 12 out of Lodi. As I said, we're gonna go pop into the yard and park the truck and pack up all our dirty clothes. Pack up this dusty, dirty dog who desperately needs a bath. Desperately. Yeah, that's right, Max, you need a bath. And I don't know what. I think we might end up going out to dinner with the boss. I say we. I guess I should say I. So we'll go to dinner, and Max and I got about another 2 hours to go to get home. So almost there, and he's feeling pretty excited about it. He knows the drill. He does. He actually knows the drill. He can sense that we're back in Cali and that we're getting close to the ocean, sort of. Looks like we got a drawbridge to wait for. Oh, that's a shame. Let's see if we can zoom in on this bridge here. See how if you can see it up there. See if you can see how it's turned sideways right there. So it's one of these bridges that pivots to let the taller boats go through, and I can see that it is pivoting back to let traffic go back through. It's on like a big giant turntable kind of thing. There it goes. It's almost locked back in. Yep, well, anyways, this is going to have to about wrap her up here. I'm pretty sure this video is probably getting pretty long, once again. So, that's it. It's a wrap. We're calling it home. So, Max and I are going to go on break for a couple weeks, so we won't be seeing you for a few weeks. So, this is bye for now. Hope you all are doing well. Thanks for watching Infinity Highway. Oh, by the way, it is about 10 to 9. And yeah, we will see y'all somewhere down the road. So have a good one. Bye.